Hello everybody, my name is Maddy, and today we are here with a pretty interesting build, let's say. Interesting. Let's go with interesting. This build is a kind of just like more story-based, which is, kind of funny because that's kind of not my build style. I've never really built anything like this before. There is actually a campground that I've built on this same lot that is on my gallery, but this one is actually different. This is a like post-apocalyptic campsite. And what I mean by that is that this is a group of people who are kind of just lodging together in the woods in tents, who are kind of just trying to make it on their own. My idea was that there is a father and teenage son, a younger couple with two younger kids, and an older couple as well. And that you'll kind of see which tents and like areas belong to who as I go through. Right now I'm just looking through the debug catalog because I'm looking at some things I just haven't seen before. I was looking for something specific, but I don't actually ever think I find it, or I change my mind. I'm not quite sure, but I was just kind of looking at things. There is quite a bit of debug in this build, but I don't think that should matter. It is also there's also a lot of God, what is that pack called? Sims for Camping pack. What is it called? Outdoor Retreat. That's her name. Oh, she's cute. I remember her. I remember when she happened. I remember people were like, oh my god, tents. Oh my god, camping. And now we're like, this is ridiculous. Some bullshit. Some nonsense. Tomfoolery. It is kind of cool. I like that we get like vacation worlds and stuff. That's fun. And camping is honestly a good one. Like, if we're being honest. Camping is a pretty good one. Especially because a lot of people camp. And you can get pretty, like, creative with it, Like how I've done an post-apocalyptic campsite. I originally am a little modest with my plants, and then I go absolutely haywire at the end of this. So I'm just going to prepare you now for the tomfoolery that begins. I'm liking that word today, aren't I? For the tomfoolery that happens at the end of this. So, yeah. I also have been doing... this is my second voiceover of the night, and the first one that I did was a half hour long. So my jaw kind of hurts from talking. So if you can tell, I apologize about that. But, yeah. As you can see here, I've laid out all of the tents and where they are and what they are. The orange one is the kind of family of 4. The greener one is the father and teenage son, and then this blue one right here is kind of the older couple. I pictured them to be like more elderly rather than older, like elderly, I guess. I also don't think that that's an actual table. I think that's like that card game table, the like orange one that's like a fold-up table, because I was having problems with it, so if that's the case, I apologize. You might be able to just switch it out, but we'll see. As well as that, I'm putting toys around because, again, there are a couple of kids here. I thought about putting that down to, like, insinuate that maybe someone was pregnant, but I didn't think that it would fit. Oh, these candles. Originally, I'm a little modest with the candles, and then I think I just had a psychic break. Like, I genuinely am like, I had a psychotic break, because the amount of candles I place, those candles that you can make with Eco Lifestyle, it is ridiculous. Like, I do go a little excessive in some places, but, like, I thought it would kind of make sense, because I place a candle making station right there, And I place a lot of candles near that to kind of be like, oh, this is our candle supply, I guess. And it does make sense, like you would be making something like candles as like a light source. And like, you know, I know candles are made of wax, but where do you get, like, there's beeswax and like disgustingly earwax, but like, what other waxes are there? I'm curious. As you can see, at first I'm like, oh, I'm gonna be a little modest. Just place like 3 near each other. Whatever, that's fine. It's great, dandy, beautiful, whatever, cool. And then, first of all, I also kept placing ones that weren't lit. And then over here, right here in this spot next to the candle maker, I was like, well, it's next to the candle maker, so like, I guess. But yeah, there's quite a few candles about, as you can see, so yeah. Also, I think it's a little subjective what you want the apocalypse to be, you know? Maybe it's a zombie apocalypse, or maybe it's all technology has failed us and has turned on us, or like stopped working or something like that. So now we kind of just have to survive with what we have in the forest, in tents. Like, you know, just make your own story with it type of thing. That's my thing, is I am such a huge storyteller with everything I do. My like, you know, if you could have a dream, my dream is to be an author, you know? I kind of don't believe in, like, dream. That doesn't sound good. I don't know. I try not to be a rainbow chaser with things. I try to be really realistic. So whenever I'm like, my dream is to be an author, I'm like, that sounds ridiculous. You sound ridiculous. But, I think I'm just hard on myself, I think is what the real issue here, the real problem here is that I'm just kind of hard on myself. But yeah, you probably noticed, but I did miss a couple of uploads, and now I'm making up for it by recording speed builds. And now I'm kind of just placing clutter around and stuff like that, making this space look and feel very lived in. Because in a situation like this, you would kind of just do with what you have. You would be carving wood, you'd be reading books, you'd be knitting if you have knitting supplies, which, like, I would think that you'd find knitting supplies, because, like, then you can make clothes and blankets and, like, things you need. You know, you have a backpack full of things. You would have gardening stuff and gardening tools and, like, you know, also realistically, you'd have, like, weapons and stuff to be like, get the hell away from us and our people, but there are no weapons in The Sims 4, other than knives and debug and the knife box. And then I'm kind of just searching around, looking for some more things to put down, because I wasn't entirely satisfied. I was like, this space doesn't feel how I want it to feel yet. So I'm kind of just going around, placing things, doing whatever. I'm going to take a drink of water. I am now realizing I'm out of water. If I had face cam, the reaction on my face. I mean, I would never have face cam. Yuck. Please. No, thank you. Not comfortable with that. It is what it is. I mean, there are pictures of me. Like, my Instagram is linked in the bio. Plugs Instagram. I didn't even do it on purpose that time. Normally I do, but, yeah, no. I probably don't think I'll ever have face cam, because, I'm not entirely comfortable with that, if I'm being honest. So you can see I'm placing all these ferns around, and I'm putting lilac around too, which, like, lilac would actually be, like, lavender. That's what it's called, not lilac. Lavender would actually be a really good resource to have around, kind of. Because you can do quite a few things with lavender, can't you? Right? Is lavender the one I'm thinking of? I don't know, maybe. And then I find these like, root things from Jungle Adventure. That's the thing on the screen. Yeah, these are from Jungle Adventure, and they are amazing. I love them. They're beautiful. Yeah. And with that, I am just now plant happy. I love plants suddenly. I am poison ivy, like, girl. I am all over it. So, yeah. sorry about this just explosion of plants here. But, you know, I'm also not sorry. I'm very happy about it, in fact. I like it. I tried not to let it be too invasive on the campsite while also looking like real and like it actually does exist in this world type of thing. So I do my best to make it look like, and as you can see, I purposely, I don't think I'm okay. I purposefully placed it so that it's going off the like edge of the lot, so it looks like it's actually part of the world, because something I noticed is that like it's kind of awkward when you have a lot that like looks really cool and stuff, but the world surrounding it doesn't blend in at all. Like, it's so silly looking. Then I'm placing rocks because rocks are nice. That too, I've gotten into rocks. I think I just like landscaping now. I think I've changed. I think I'm a landscaping person. Like, truly. I don't know if that workbench works. It should. If it doesn't, it can be moved, you know? I mean, this is also a working campsite that you can visit. That would be very nice. Like, it definitely can hold, like, 8 Sims, can it? Because the big tent holds 4 to 6. Then each small tent holds 2. Yeah, so you can fit 8 Sims on this lot, can't you? But with that, I will actually be ending this video. You can find this build on my gallery, KittyRay13. And if you enjoyed, please let me know by liking, commenting, or subscribing. And if you did not enjoy, please let me know what I can do to further improve my content in the comment section down below.